You just heard Kristen say it. If you are flying anywhere today, really check your flight. The weather is nice here, that's for sure, but that storm that hit us is having a major impact for travelers flying throughout the U.S. There's been thousands of flight delays and cancellations already, and more are expected.
Coming at a bad time, too. More than 25 million people will fly on U.S. airlines during this Thanksgiving holiday season. That's according to the Air Transportation Association. It says by far the busiest days are today, then Sunday and Monday. Here are some tips from our friends over at the Sunport. Leave yourself plenty of time to get to the airport, to park, to go ahead and check your luggage, and then to get through security. That's at least 60 to 90 minutes prior to your flight. That's when you want to get to the airport. Terminal parking, both short and long term, does fill up pretty quickly this time of year, so check up on some of the lots near the airport just in case. Don't forget you can only have one carry-on bag plus a personal item. That includes a laptop, a diaper bag, a purse. You can do a pre-check with TSA at the Sunport so you can get through security faster. You do have to pay for it and you have to sign up ahead of time, but again, it does make going through security much quicker. Heads up, if you're taking some gifts with you, do not wrap them. They may be searched and unwrapped, and don't forget, you can only park at the curbs to load and unload. You can't stay there very long. If you want to wait for somebody, go ahead and use the cell phone lot. There's signs all around the Sunport for that. Now, if you are driving, here's a little bit of good news. A gallon of gasoline is down 49 cents off its peak this year at $3.29 a gallon, putting gas prices on track with the lowest average since 2010. Historically, when gas prices drop, all of us spend more on going out, impulse buying, and shopping. Analysts predict steadily that cheaper gas could boost the holiday sales. Now, as for prices here in New Mexico, you can expect to pay about $3.08 throughout the state. In Duke City, it's going to be a little bit less than that. AAA says you'll pay about $2.99 a gallon to fill up, and in Santa Fe, you'll pay a little bit more at $3.08. It's 5:04 now. While most of the travelers and those of us staying home with family and friends, we're all looking forward to a big Thanksgiving meal. Don't forget that many others out there are going hungry.
Yeah, you know, there are many wonderful charitable organizations around the country and right here in New Mexico that are fast at work trying to fill that need and those stomachs this holiday. News 13's Samantha McDonald is live at San Mateo in Montgomery this morning, where the Thanksgiving on the Mayflower food drive is going on. Tell us all about this, Samantha.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Well, all morning people can come to drop off food at this truck right behind me. There's always an extra push to collect food during the holidays when people are cold and hungry, but this year there is an extra need because of the recent food stamp cuts. The Thanksgiving on the Mayflower started on Friday and ends later today. All the food collected here will go to the storehouse over on Broadway and Central. It's the biggest distributor of food and clothes for the homeless in New Mexico, and thousands of people are expected to pick up food this week. So far, the drive has raised over $7,000 and enough food to feed 2,000 people. The lines are always longer during the holidays, but this year there are even more. Since the spring, the number of people coming in for food every day has doubled from 250 to 500 people every day. And since last holiday season, the need has significantly increased.
We've been increasing about 30 to 40% because of the food stamp cuts. You know, a small cut to a family that relies on food stamps is huge.
If you're interested in donating, you can come here to San Mateo Montgomery location from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Back to you.
All right, Samantha, thank you so much. Folks, we do need to fill up that Mayflower truck. Officials say that the cold weather has affected donations. So far, there's less than half of the amount of food compared to last year. So please get out there and help. Do what you can.
And just a heads up, if you're going to donate, they can do a lot more with money by about 4 times as much food as you can. All right, 5:06 now on this Wednesday morning. Some other news. The state auditor says the Bernalillo County Treasurer's Office broke state law. Treasurer Manny Ortiz, as you know, has been under fire for making bad investments that could cost the county millions by forcing the county to sell them off at a loss. State Auditor Hector Balderas says an audit found Mr. Ortiz violated state law by depositing nearly $2.5 million in CODs in banks with branches outside of New Mexico. Mr. Balderas says his office will forward its findings to the Attorney General. Go to KRQE links on KRQE.com to read that full audit. After a Twitter tempest prompted by a tweet from its superintendent, the Albuquerque Public School District is looking to revamp its social media policy this morning. Winston Brooks, as you know, was suspended for 3 days after tweeting comments comparing Education Secretary-designate Hannah Scandera to barnyard animals. So now APS is forming a task force to craft a more detailed social media policy. Students, parents, and district workers can all apply to be part of it. The district says it's been wanting to change its policy even before the Brooks incident happened.
An elaborate crime ring is targeting Albuquerque schools. Cops say some thieves have ripped off more than $500,000 worth of computers over the last 10 months. Police say over the weekend, a man named Antonio Pargas stole 4 computers from Navajo Elementary School. They say this guy may be linked to other school thefts. He is facing multiple felonies. The district is working with APD to bring down whoever else is involved. By the way, they say that these stolen computers were sold online for a fraction of what they're worth. A big donation from a big name will help a small New Mexico church rebuild.
Here it is. The Conrad and Hilton Foundation of Los Angeles, California has awarded $1.1 million.
Miguel Parish in Socorro closed its 400-year-old church in 2010 because it was collapsing. Parishioners have raised $400,000. Well, now, as you just heard, the Conrad Hilton Foundation has donated enough to get the job done. Hilton, who founded the famous hotel chain, was born in nearby San Antonio. He was baptized in San Miguel Church, and his parents are buried in the parish cemetery. Hilton, who died in 1979, was also a member of the first New Mexico state legislature. How about that?
That seems very fitting for the charity.
Yeah.